Neat as a pin. All the pictures are straight. So I became a believer from that day on.
I wonder what he knew, who had trained him, or what he knew to do.
See, that's what I meant telling you. He was Sicilian.
Yeah.
That's why he and Lee were close. All the Sicilians in Bridgeport family.
And he didn't have to say a special words or anything. Was he saying special Italian
You went
words?
in, no, but you see, that was that developed
So
extrasensory
yeah,
perception of him. Of he was
he's
a
all
demon
energetic.
slayer or a demon
He's
hunter,
energetic. Yeah. Yeah.
right? Coming through the family. It was a Sicilian nurse. This guy, I think I told you this one, so stop me. When you and Ashley were here, it really stopped me. I had to drive a nurse all the way from Sarasota up to Tampa to go to a cancer clinic, sit there and get his drip, and then drive him back. So it's like a 160-mile run back and forth. I had an old Lincoln and no AC. I was driving a cab for this company down there. So we had the windows open. He had been a nurse in New York City for 40 years. And here he was dying of lung cancer.
Yeah. Queenie.
No, this man, this other
There's
guy,
some other
was also
Sicilian guy.
Sicilian. So they call me in and I pull up to get him. He comes walking out to the car and he sits in the car. And he looks at me with a big smile. And he says, okay, I'm ready, let's go.
Oh.
And we drive off and I think we just hit the highway when he says, oh my God, it's a Lincoln. You ever been in a big old Lincoln?
Oh,
They're
yeah.
great cars.
Yeah.
I like them even better than Cadillacs.
Neil Young
sometimes.
loves him. Yeah.
Oh, you could get your arms, even if you're a big person, you could
Yeah.
go like this, right? Or
Yeah.
stretch out. He's like that, but he's a little stocky, more like Isaiah's size, a little bit.
Yeah. Our boy Isaiah. Shouts to Isaiah.
I'm using him as a
Uh,
model. He's like this, and he goes, oh, can you see them? And I look in the rear view, I kind of like, because the guy seemed pretty straight to me,
right.
you know. But I don't not really know him. I just picked him up. But anyway, I told the he's like, it's like he's passed out. He goes, if you can't see them, tell me can you smell them? White roses.
Wow.
He says the car is full of them.
Oh.
And I'm sitting there, and I'm standing there driving.
Yeah.
Like, I got it. And when you're driving a cab, you're booking, I think I told you that once, you're always pressing it. You're trying at least to even stay over 3 or 4 over, you know?
Why?
Oh,
Why
time is money when you're running a cab.
Right.
It adds up at the end of a 12-hour
Okay.
day.
Oh, so
You lose 2
so
or 3
cabbies
minutes.
don't try to catch yellow lights. It just seems like that.
Oh, it seems like that if they know
Bad ones do.
they could get something else on the other end.
Yeah.
You know, the luggage at the airport and they're in a hurry and they got to
Yeah.
pay you to muscle it.
When did you start being a cab driver? When did that start?
I started in Brattleboro because they had a great cab company there. It was fun to do in the summer. And then I did it on an island off of near to Sarasota, but where Mom and Dad used to winter. Did you ever go to that? Englewood?
Did some fishing there.
It was this one little sab. It was a guy from Venice, Italy bought it. My boss,
like
his
that
name
place.
was Sergio.
Englewood with an E, huh?
Yeah, Englewood with an
It
E.
was on the Gulf because the
Cross
water
that
was
little
really warm.
bridge.
Yeah, the water was really warm.
Yeah. So this guy's in the cab. So here's the story. So I'm looking again. I'm thinking, am I going to lose my passenger? And it's wicked hot. Like, is this being really hard on him? Like, I'm calculating what is my next move, or do I keep cruising?
It's business.
So I'm cruising, and he goes, oh, he says he's here, and he's here to see you, Kerry. And I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to throw my foot on the brake. And he goes, and he says he's your grandfather. And his initials are MG.
Oh, wow.
Oh, and he says he has a widow's peak. He said,
wow.
maybe you might not remember him. You were a little girl when he died. And I'm like, shoot, man, this guy, I mean, out of all the possibilities, he's nailing it. Michael, our granddad, my mom's dad, had a beautiful widow's peak. And, you know, you could get MG anywhere, but he says to me, oh, and he says, Kerry, he wants you to know how thrilled he is. You never got a hunchback. You got a nice straight back. And I'm like,
Wow.
because you see, my mom had told me that her dad had all kinds of novenas said for me when they diagnosed me with polio that I would not end up as a hunchback. She said, Kerry, when I told her about this angel I met, because I think of him as an angel now.
Yeah.
I told her this when she was dying, so she'd know that there was a heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Because how would this angel be there